would get them, I would not bribe them, but I would try to talk them into them staying and getting them documented and make them citizens as quickly as possible.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like I was saying, with all this others, like, you know, the immigration, the, you know, going after transgender and medical rights there, it's all just a giant distraction.
Yeah.
So that he can, because, like, people, and I mean, it's being brought to light, but there are a ton of hidden federal tax breaks for the uber rich in that bill also, which is awful.
Elections are really like the Hunger Games. They give you enough hope, they take it away, and then the white just has more privilege, more money, more power. It's all just a scam. As long as you elect someone of the 1%, you just screwed yourself. The only way it's going to benefit us is, what's the nice way of putting it? The French Revolution. Get rid of all the people who are in the 1%. That's the only way you're ever going to have a say.
Unfortunately, that will never happen.
And don't spare a single tear for them, because they would sell us if it was legal. It's kind of like that United Healthcare situation. They were so surprised that we weren't siding against Mangione. It's like, why do I shed a tear over somebody who's killed 200,000 people when this person has only killed one? Provided one's bad enough, but still. Like, the rich were so afraid because we don't care. It really doesn't make much difference either. They just replace one person with another.
Yeah.
They're like a hydra.
Really what the wheel is.
And as long as the 1% live and survive, we're screwed. Because they buy elections. No group gives money to a presidential campaign without expecting something in return.
100%.
They buy people. And
Super PACs are the worst.
when your leader doesn't know what a grocery store is, that should tell you he can't represent us. You can if you don't even understand how we live. It's funny he chose the Republican Party because his father owned brothels.
Well, he used to be a lifelong Democrat. You know that.
At least have integrity and don't choose the family-friendly political platform.
But he basically had said, and it was interesting, like years before this, there's a quote from him saying, I mean, like, probably like in the mid-90s, where he was just like, if I were to ever run for president, it would be as a Republican, even though he was registered as a Democrat at the time.
Yeah, because before I vote, and I haven't voted in 12 years, but if I were to vote, the first thing I would look at, how do they treat and view non-heterosexual people? How do they view minorities? And what are they going to offer women? If any of those three isn't something good, I don't care about anything else they have to say. I mean, I knew before Trump became the presidential candidate, he was trouble. If you have misconduct allegations, you automatically ew.
Well, I mean, that's just all politicians nowadays, you know? Everyone has been under indictment. I mean, Biden was under indictment, the whole Hunter thing. And
Yeah, but the people
Pelosi's been under indictment.
when people surround themselves with predators or try to nominate well-known predators, I mean, that just means you're guilt by association.
Well,
Good men don't spend time with bad men.
let's put it this way. The Epstein Island list has Democratic people on there too, you know?
Everybody in a position of power is on that
Exactly.
list, and no one can convince me otherwise.
Arguably one of the better presidents that we've had, which was, he had a bit of luck, was Bill Clinton, and Bill Clinton was also on those lists, on the Epstein Island list.
I firmly believe that everyone in a position of power, not even political power, just power in general, has bought children and underage girls for hours. And you can't convince me otherwise.
Cool.
Because Prince Andrew did it.
That's fine. I mean, you can't convince me that that's a true statement either. You're just going off
Because
pure speculation.
it's kind of like the movie Hostel. If the 1% can get away with it, they will do anything. And they're going to get away with it because there's no way that they're going to get in trouble. And if there's a way that the 1% can do any taboo thing, they'll do it. Probably use their taxpayers' money for it. Yeah, it's terrible, but...
I mean, I think there are a lot of billionaires that aren't as evil as people are making the entire billionaire class out to be. I mean...
I think it's very possible, but to become successful like that, my therapist says 9 out of 10 of them are narcissistic psychopaths. They're just not Dexter, unfortunately.
Well, I mean, there's nothing wrong with someone being narcissistic or even having psychopathic tendencies. It's just a matter of if you actually act on those.
True, but I don't think you can be a politician and not be a narcissist.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, there's plenty of people that have done good. You know, like Obama did a lot of good for a lot of people, healthcare-wise, and I definitely think he has narcissistic tendencies. You have to have a little bit of a God complex to want that job.
And it's funny because Obama said years before he signed the gay marriage law into effect that he believed marriage was between a man and a woman. It's like,
Hillary
change his
Clinton is the one who said that. She's the one who said that, and that was they had the interview there. But even if that is the case, my entire thing is there's always going to be a difference between what someone thinks and what they actually say as a political figure, because their constituencies should be dictating that. And I think that's completely okay, because in the late 80s, early 90s, gay marriage was still very taboo. And you have to say what your base, what your people actually want. Because that's actually what the Democratic Republic is. And if your constituencies change, then that's good, you know?
Right here?
Yeah, this is perfect. Thank you so much.
Well, have a good day.
You too. It was nice having a good conversation with you.
Yeah.
Have a good one. Get back safe.
Enjoy your week.
Thanks.
In about 1.5 miles, turn right onto North Wilcox Avenue.